Alright, doing a video here on Virgin Galactic. This is going to be ticker symbol SPCE. And just want to start off here on the 4-hour chart. If you're not familiar with this ticker, this has been just an absolute monster this year, with setting highs around that $42 price point. And since we have retraced down a good bit, we actually were about half. We lost half the value. Just to say, I think it was about a few days to a week after we hit that $42 price point, and now it looks as if we're having a little bit of a rebound, but we made it back up to the $27 price point, and now we have retraced back down. We're sitting on somewhat of a support level right in these $23 to $24 price point range. You can see we closed down today another 5%. So I'm just wanting to do a video to dive in and really kind of see where it's going to be moving as we go throughout the remainder of this week. So if we go into the hourly, we can kind of get a better picture of what happened here. We had this nice little run up. It looks as if we had a top right in here around that $20 price point, which as we came back down, boom, where do we hit? $20. So that was nice that it validated that price point. Then we continued up. There was a few little blips here and there, not really a whole lot, until we got up to this $24 price point. Then we saw a nice little pullback, rallied back up the next day, acted as another resistance until the following day after that, and then we finally pushed through, and we really didn't get a resistance or support level until we get up here. We saw that big run, big momentum-filled run over the course of that day, and then rolling into the next, and then we saw a pullback for the majority of that day. So I want to go ahead and put in a support line based off of this, based off of that momentum run, and then that bounce right there, right in that $30 price point, basically the low 30s. And I guarantee you, as we move along, we're going to come back down to it. Boom, hits it. Comes back up. We almost made like this nice little head and shoulders, although this left shoulder would be really scrawny as it was only 1 day worth of trading. But you have like that left shoulder, your head, and then right shoulder, this being the neckline. We broke down through that neckline, and you can see it was really just a pretty quick sell-off. We moved from over the course of 2 days, we were down about 30%, and then we saw that nice little rebound again off that $20 price point. We've been moving back up, but unfortunately, today we saw a 5% decline. What I really would have liked to have seen was on Monday, we kind of set some nice little supports. Let me see if I can move this in a little bit tighter for you guys. Okay, so here on the 15-minute chart, we actually set a nice little support pre-market and during the day. Trading was right around the low 25, so 25.10 we'll call it. And you can see we actually broke through it. I know this might be a little bit difficult to see, but we bounced there, and then we were trading. We broke through it right there. We broke through, and then we came back up. But we failed to hold above it moving into close. That to me was a bad sign, that as we were moving into the close, that we started to kind of sell off, especially as we were reaching that resistance level. So that to me would indicate that we were going to break down further. If there was really any support that you would be looking for prior to getting back down to that $20 price point, it would be probably right in here, around the 23 to high 22s. Which, I mean, from here is still down. Let me measure that out. It is still down another 5%. So if you are playing this ticker SPCE Virgin Galactic, just keep that in mind. That while this could be a pattern to set a higher low, and that we might start curling back up tomorrow, we do still have the PPO that is moving to the downside. And that weak close today, I know that the market's kind of closed pretty weak. They tried to make a rally right there at the end, but we did close pretty weak, so that it might have had an impact, but nonetheless, I would have liked to have seen it close a little bit stronger. If we do start moving up again, that 25, the low 25s is going to be what I'm looking at as a resistance. And if we were to break through there, my next target would be up here around the 2680 price point, as I acted as a top for a couple days. Is really from 2680 up here to the low 27s is more of a resistance window, but I like to keep it on the lower end, and just to be a little bit more conservative, we'll keep it down there in the high 26s, around 2680. Would be my target here. If we were to start to see a nice little swing to the upside, we'd be looking at about a 10% gain. So, and if we were to break through there, which is possible, this does have pretty big momentum swings. If we were to break through there, I would be looking up here around the $30 price point, right in the low 30s. Honestly, we probably would be seeing some sellers in the high 29s. So that's just something to keep in mind. That would be about a 25% gain. But just keep in mind, it's real nice to talk about all the green that we could be seeing in the future. But if this thing does break down again, if we're heading back down here to $20 a share, that's a 15% loss. So and we could be heading further lower through there if it doesn't hold. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Maybe you learned a little bit from it, or maybe you saw a level or an opinion that you hadn't really heard or seen prior. With that, thank you guys for watching. As always, if you want to leave a like or a comment or suggestion on how I can make these videos better, please do. So thank you guys again for watching.